That one.
How about now? Can we be heard now?
I don't think I'm speaking in that.
I don't know. This is as far as I can go.
Well.
Okay, I think that's us switching it.
That one. Motherfucker. Okay. So, I have a nice mic here. I unplugged it. Not everyone's saying they can hear us now. Oh my god.
The stream had to catch up.
I know.
Hi, I'm visiting LA from Tennessee. I was here for Anime Expo. I'm reiterating all this because presumably the mic has been unplugged the entire stream so far. And I
thought it would switch to the mic up there.
Someone didn't check her mic settings.
I didn't. I was like, oh, the nice mic will easily pick us both up.
This means they didn't get to hear us talking about what was it? Dragons of Thunder and Lightning.
There's no evidence of that.
Except me bringing it up right now.
I'm going to go in and add in subtitles for the entire beginning of our stream.
Oh, RP. Okay, so I don't know. I guess YouTube's doing this thing now where they show the top fans. We don't know if it's for the stream or for the channel, but yeah. So Jessica's number 1. Oh, you've stolen my number 2 spot, you fucker.
Good. Sam is on stream. She doesn't deserve to be number 2.
That's fair.
Let's see. What else did we miss? Oh, we were going off. Actually, I think for a lot of that we were actually muted for us chatting. Okay, Jessica says it's YouTube's version of Top Chatters. It incentivizes people to chat. I support that. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. So they just can't hear us the whole time.
Well,
that's going to be like lost content one day. Like, people are going to theorize. It was mostly us just talking to each other.
Well, we mostly just like explained that I was here for Expo and that we went out with Laura to lunch yesterday. We went to the beach, went to lunch, we checked out a bookstore.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on books. You see that stack by Sam's head? That was not that big. And that's not even all the books I got.
That was the first sprint, so it's only like 5 minutes they lost.
That's good.
Stuff's just
I'm disappointed in myself. In a joking way, not a serious
it's okay.
way.
There's no proof of what I said I would work on that I didn't work on.
Yeah, other than my eyes, I saw it. It's in my head. You have to erase it from up here. But I've been working on Storm's Heir. We made a bunch of jokes about titles that will never be seen. It'll just be between the two of us and Storm. I know who the weak link is. JC spent like $100 on books yesterday.
She did. 50 in one bookstore, 50 in another. Well, no, you spent
less than 50 in both.
You spent you spent 100 between Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
because we went to the Ripped Bodice on Monday.
Yes, but I do have a job, but that was a large chunk of my paycheck. Yeah, I did get offered to work today and tomorrow half days, but Sam's here today, and tomorrow I have like a million social engagements because I'm popular. And yeah, so not tomorrow, but I'm working Friday. So anywho, I'm writing a scene, my beloved, a scene where Rai gets magical overload basically from a cool magic forest. And he was going to be like, oh, I know, I can't feel it. And now he's just high, which is funnier. And it's going to turn into a bad high. And Sam's heard me say this like 3 times because I explained it to her during the sprint. And then once when we came back and then just now. I braided Sam's hair, which you guys do get to see. And it was purposely muted during that. So, let's see. Jessica just like figured we weren't talking.
Well, like I said, there was 5 minutes and then a 45-minute sprint.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't a lot.
Yeah. We found Sam's Venmo card, which was missing.
Nobody needed to know that part.
I think they did.
What happened was I was on the phone with Chris when I went to put my card back in my purse, and I just zipper, so I put it in my pencil pouch instead of my wallet. So.
Sneaky like that. Yeah, that's barely all that we talked about.
Do the imitation again, CB.
Oh no, I don't feel good. I haven't shown half I had like a phase in early college where like every time I was feeling bad and I didn't want people to take me seriously that I was feeling bad, I'd go like that, which made it feel worse because it was like usually a migraine or something like that with my head. Hey, didn't you hear that I got drunk last night? I did get drunk, but I'm just filling you guys in. There's no it's fully transparent here. Wonder if
we're not actually hiding the evidence that is now hidden with the muting.
No. Thank you, JC. I should be an actor. And then what else did we do?
Well, I kind of worked on the Sweetest Secret for a little bit.
It was open for a second.
Yeah, I went through and I looked at my notes and stuff, but then my brain was like, no, we haven't done the monthly prep things for our reading and other things that I would have usually done, but I was working Expo. And then we were just hanging out. So I was like, let me get all that set up, looking at which books I have in my Libby and all of that. And so I might work on more of the Sweetest Secret. But also, if I don't actually get a lot of WIP stuff done today, I'm not going to be too upset about it because the main thing that I need to do is contact my massive beta reader list. And I don't want to start doing that because if I start doing that, I'm not going to want to stop till I finish. And I do have to go to the airport.
Yes. Right after the stream, we're gonna. Actually, it's not right after. We can have a leisurely late lunch. I wrote like on the beach yesterday. I ended up writing like 460 words, which is pretty good for writing by hand
against the wind.
Against the wind. Oh my god, my page. I'm like. I had the spine on this side, so I go down, and then when I flipped to the other side of the page, the wind kept catching it, so I wrote upside down, so the text goes like this and then like that, which is just silly. And then what else? I think that was pretty much it. Sam got burned and doesn't feel it somehow. I get burned like just in like a patch right here, which I can literally feel through my sweater as I'm doing that, so I'm gonna stop.
I apparently got burned on my shoulders because I forgot that they were exposed to the sun and didn't ask anyone to put sunscreen on them. But I don't know. I believe her because she showed me a picture and it's pretty red, but I don't experience sunburns.
Yeah, I will be happy if I don't get skin cancer in the next 10 years. I put on a lot of sunscreen.
She did. Record. She was a well-basted turkey, and you can tell like the one spot she.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I don't think I can. Without totally flashing the whole stream. Hey, that works actually. Yeah.
No, JC, don't. Never mind. What does it sound like a code name for? I need to know.
What does a code name? The Sweetest Secret. Vagina?
Maybe.
But yeah, that's my sunscreen.
Where she missed the.
And there's a even like more narrow and interesting shape on the other side, but I'm not doing them. You can get the point. But it was a good day. Lots of fun hanging out with Laura. Laura's not here, but I thought she was going to be super tall. But we're like the same height. But
I knew we would be within the same thing.
Yeah, I still think she should be tall. That's like a good thing. Hey, I was right. Yeah, the one spot. There's always one spot. Yeah, it's fine. I stopped touching it. But ow, it hurts when I do this. And that it's been a lot of fun. We've definitely had experiencing each other's blanket manners.
I've never hidden mine. Everybody knows.
No. And I keep every time someone like comes visit, like a relative or Sam, which is the grand total of my visitors, is they have the comforter, and I end up using my as my parents call it, my Jon Snow blanket, because it's my IKEA fur blanket.
To be fair, your comforter is like
kind of small.
It is a small comforter.
Yeah, I think it's for a full size bed. This is a queen size bed.
Yeah.
And then I'm used to the past 4 years of college using it on a twin size bed, twin extra long, but a twin size bed. So it's definitely a little. I mean, it's fine for one person, but
yeah. So I don't necessarily think it's the blanket manners of the individual, so much as the resource sizes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pause it real quick so I can answer our piece question because we spent so much of this break muted. Yes, I got a job. I'm working as a camp counselor. I worked 1 week, not last week, but the week before, and then I'll work this Friday, and then I'll work 3 weeks through. So I'll be exhausted for 3 weeks.
Which is why she will not be on stream Mondays or Wednesdays.
Or yeah, probably
this is
not
your last
Wednesdays,
Wednesday
for a little. Yeah. But I'll have money.
Yes.
So
I will be taking over CB's channel on the 23rd.
Yes. I have my little calendar there. I definitely need to fill it out more. It's quite blank.
You do.
For the amount of stuff I have to do in the next couple days.
I also need to like binge through Enchantment of Ravens.
Yeah, I'm like 2 hours in.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna after I drop you off. Oh, it's only 9 hours?
Yeah, it's only
That's good.
You can play it on the way there.
Okay, we'll listen to it on the way to the airport. Actually, no, it's my last like hour with you. I'm hanging out with you.
That's fair.
I'll play it on the way back when I'm like crying because Sam left me.
I woke up to a message from my husband saying how much he misses me. I have to go home.
I know, it's fine. Let's see. And then I have some fun social engagements tomorrow, which is exciting. I feel like people actually want to spend time with me. Yay! Oh, we should probably go into the next sprint.
Yeah.
All right. Our next sprint is a half an hour. You guys know the drill.
Change it.
See you on the other side. See, he's a little late on that, but it's fine. See, Jessica coming in clutch. Yes. I was like, oh, okay, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. And then the fight scene started to pick up a little. And then I was like, oh, shit. I'm getting too far into this.
I was bullied for sharing my research.
It was just a wild thing to say. I'm just sitting there typing, working, totally not connected to the world, this world. And then Sam just goes, ginger's good for cancer.
No, I said, hey, ginger fights cancer, so maybe all that ginger beer that you drink will help fight the sun. And she died. She imploded.
It was just so. My brain had left. My brain had left the context, and so all of a sudden I was being like yanked back into my body by that statement.
And then she went and told Fox, and then Fox was like, well, one of you is being studious and all of this. And then he sends a screenshot that's like student gremlin. And I'm like, I'm doing research.
But it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
I said that Sam needs an IRL mute button.
But then you wouldn't get, no, because that's something I would have typed to you.
Yeah, no, but I could have ignored it. Or gone like, oh, let me check what Sam sends and like have that division. Okay, where did I start writing this sprint?
I don't know. I was reading about Ginger.
The throbbing of his head. It was before that. Ah, yes, right there. I could wrote a fucking lot, I think. Whee! 530 words. That's pretty good.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah, especially with a minor deviation.
If you go back in the sprint, you'll see exactly where it happened because she couldn't escape me.
It was just so out of the blue. Okay.
Now I know what Chris has to deal with all the
time. Jessica got 490 words of sprint. Very nice. That was a good.
I got like this much of note written. You can't see, but it's like this much. And then I decided on a better way I wanted to do it. And I'm making a chart now.
See, it's not just me. It's not just me.
No, but like Jessica is also a very dirty-minded person. I didn't say you were the only dirty-minded person in existence. Also, throbbing wasn't the part we were discussing.
No, it wasn't. It's this whole thing because I'm writing. His head is pulsing, like throbbing. Head on his neck.
She got to a part where she's talking about something oozing and then the length, and then she was like, is it just me or does this sound dirty or does it sound so sexual? And I'm like, nothing that oozes should sound sexual. No. In fact, you should avoid it if it's oozing.
The culmination of writing throbbing length.
Yes, but you only read me. You only read me one sentence.
I know, but it's just a lot in my brain. Like, it's a fight scene, but it's also...
Also, I stand by my...
I know pulsing isn't better, JC. The point is, it's supposed to be kind of funny. Like, Rye is distracted by...
He's distracted by how hot the guy
Or he's easy, like when he's sober, for lack of a better word, in his right mind, he like doesn't register or comment on it like within his internal monologue, and then he's very much not in his right mind right now, so he's just like commenting on it in not a like, oh that's hot way, but just like that's nice, like he keeps talking about the chest. Yeah, but he's not being like, it is sexual, but he's not addressing it as sexual.
Yeah, I know.
So my brain is...
He's existing like I exist most of the time, I think.
Okay. What did I just come back to? Look, it's nothing. It's fine. It's fine, guys. But it's a fun scene to write, and I try and write for every half hour, like 450 to 500 words. That means I was productive that sprint. which is cool to be able to see that kind of pattern. At one point, I do want to like vlog to see what my actual average per 30 minutes is, but not today, because I have a distraction. But yeah,
It's not my fault. You were not inside my brain.
I was inside my brain. There's a lot happening in my scene, and then you just come in with.
I'm always looking out for you, even when I'm researching.
Thank you. I realized in my novel, I keep calling something an alchemist. It shouldn't be an alchemist. I'm just thinking of Full Metal Alchemist. It should be apothecary, because that's someone that deals with healing and herbs and shit. So I have to go back and change that. Did I say vlog?
You didn't say vlog. JC just
wants a vlog. I vlogged once in college.
To vlog this weekend though.
Yeah.
We could give you like a slideshow of pictures.
We did not take enough pictures for a slideshow. It'd be like an 8-slide slideshow.
I didn't say it would be long.
Okay, you can make a slideshow next sprint, but I'm in the middle
of something. I'm not doing it as sprint.
Okay,
I'll do it when I get home.
We can just mass text it to the server. I was like the stream. No, we're just
do Discord. You keep forgetting that.
I do. I'll post something on my Instagram probably. It'll be like my favorite writer person.
We could post it on YouTube. You know, they have a community tab.
I know.
That's where I post things now.
I follow YouTubers that post things. One of my YouTubers graduated from college and posted his graduation pics, and I did not realize we were the same age.
She said log.
A log. Well, yeah, I should also. Oh my god, I have a front camera that works again. That's what I've been waiting for so long, because I like vlogging, but my front camera's been busted for so long where I'm like, no, I can't. But now I can again. So
CJC also does it too. There's a lot of people in the writing community that pretty much just do YouTube and that's it. That's why
Blue Sky.
I tried to get people. No, see, Blue Sky first came out. I tried to get people over to Blue Sky. And
people are doing it now.
Yeah, now people are moving over, and I'm like, shit, I gotta get back in the habit.
In the improv community, it's taking off.
Writers took off on it first.
Yeah,
I know, but it's just now everybody who's moving over to Blue Sky. Like I didn't know, so I gotta go find them and have them find me. But it's like I've been there.
I've been here.
So it's hard and alone. Waiting for all of you.
Cool. Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah, I left Twitter. Every once in a while, I'll open up like the browser window for fan art, and then it's usually the post is deleted because people delete their accounts, and I'm like, but the art.
I still have it because a lot of industry things still post there.
Yes.
Like K-pop Demon Hunters. They posted a bunch of the behind the scenes stuff. So
I also post on Instagram probably. Or TikTok. Okay, TikTok is worse. Yeah.
But I want the concept art that they post on the Twitter, and it's a lot easier to save the images from Twitter than it is Instagram. I have reasons for my things.
That's fair. You can have reasons.
Your tone was like, you can have reasons. The wrong reasons.
They're wrong though. Yeah. I need to post on social media more, which I've been saying for like 5 years. As long as I've been on YouTube, I've been saying that. But it's fine.
Is it though?
No. Well, Storm is. Sam scared her off.
What did I do?
I don't know. She's in here somewhere. Storm! Oh, she's probably in the closet.
Yeah, because you opened the closet so she could go nap or something, or hide.
Hi! I would show you guys my closet, but it's a mess. And contains multitudes of gay people.
So far as I'm aware, I have not scared Storm at all this weekend. She is...
Storm, look up so I can send a picture of Fox. Girl. No, stop licking your belly. Are you gonna come out?
She, in fact, accepted my existence
quite quickly. So, here. There we go.
Continuously confused by it, but
Yeah, which is funny because when my parents, who she's known since she was bebe, came, she hid from them. And then Sam rolls up and she's like, hello. We think it's because she was scared that my parents were going to take her home.
yeah, that's my theory.
Fox, ignore all the random clothing that was fallen in my basement. This is a terrible picture. I'm sorry.
Jessica's going to add posting once a day to her 75 sleepy challenge. What is the 75 sleepy challenge? Gay people in a closet, that's a crime.
Is it? Yeah, what is 75 sleepy? Is it 75 days of not sleeping? Because that sounds dangerous.
It sounds like the
Fun
opposite
fact,
of a
you'll
sleepy
die.
challenge.
Well, it would make you very sleepy and then dead. I wonder if people actually die from the lack of sleep or because of what happens when you don't sleep.
Oh, it's not from the quote unquote lack of sleep. It's because when you sleep, that is when your brain does some very much needed like upkeep for your body and to keep functioning. And don't quote me on this, but I think your organs start shutting down.
Oh, most of my lack of sleep knowledge comes from a Supernatural episode where Sam's not sleeping because Lucifer is showing up in his nightmares. And so he's like, oh, I just won't sleep. And then he like cuts his hand on glass and he presses like the cut in his hand because Dean told him to, because it helps him remind him what's reality. But then it stops working and then Sam ends up in a mental hospital, which is definitely portrayed really, really negatively. And then Cass ends up there. It's a whole thing. It's Supernatural. It's just like that. But anyways, there's an episode where it like follows him hallucinating and shit, and they talk about the effects of sleep deprivation. So well, at least click on Healthline, not just the AI overview.
I'm not. I was like, I wasn't gonna quote this. I was just like looking for terms that would help me find what I wanted.
JC says, "Have you seen the 75 hard challenge being done in YouTube or an author too? No. But I'm doing 75 soft."
I have not.
Oh, Jessica says it's gonna be my version of the 75 hard author challenge, just not so hard. I don't know what this is. Is it like speed running 75K words? We would love to hear about it without relating it to anything else. Because we were lacking references. I want to watch more authory content, but I'm apparently very particular about it. And I have horrible attention span.
Okay, I don't want to know if you can. I want to know why.
Sam and I went to Korean barbecue last night, and it was very, very yummy. And we ate lots of food, but not too much. I'm actually happy. I slept terribly last night because I drank. I'm happy of how okay I feel this morning. Like my head hurts a little, but I'm also super dehydrated because we were in the sun yesterday and did not drink enough. So next sprint, I'm definitely going to pop downstairs and get some water and juice and stuff. Do you want some?
Yes.
Juice? Tea? Tea. I boiled the kettle this morning and then I forgot to tell you that I did that. So should probably try that again. You can use this cup.
Okay, that works.
We really do. I need. Cool. All right. And then writing.
Yeah, very quickly. Basically, when you like stop sleeping, your brain stops being able to reset your functions, and so everything starts shutting down slowly.
That makes sense. Good that I get like 10 hours every night. Hello. Sleep.
My fingers are cold.
My fingers are cold too. I could turn off the AC. Or you could do that. How'd you do that, Sprint? What'd you do?
I
Regaling me with additional fun facts.
got a tea. Started filling out some paperwork for a child's dental appointment. Realized I don't have the insurance cards on me, and that it became too much work at that point. So I'll finish that later. And then I am now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spices in. Well, herbs and spices, because basil is not a spice.
Hmm.
I found an article that gives a lot of really good information on 10 of them, so I'm going to use this as my starting point.
How many of these do you think you'll actually use in the story?
Oh, I'm not going to use any of these in the story. I'm using these as a base to educate myself on how spices interact with our body and why certain spices are good for us, so that I can then construct my magical spices too. Yes.
Okay.
And then I will most likely use these magical spices in other stories and whatnot. I'll build my own garden.
Nice.
This is my starting point.
I'm over here like Griffin. It has some magical properties. We're not going into it. Moving on. The Griffin has to be alive and really happy for them to be most potent. So I didn't want them to kill the baby Griffin. I did 435 words that sprint. I also stopped to help get drink for myself and help see Sam. Tea.
I also ate a banana and an apple.
Yes, very happy about it. I had something else to say, but I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna check on the
scroll up
chat.
You didn't start, did you?
No, but we were here-ish. All right. Okay, so we're talking about the Sleepy 75. Jessica, no, it's consistently trying to do the same goal for 75 days. This does sound familiar now. Basically, authors took the 75 hard fitness challenge, what I have heard of, and tailored it to be more author-writer forward. Kate Wimser has a video. There are several others that have made those also made videos. I have never heard of Kate Wimser, but maybe I have. I'm so bad with names, guys. Answers number 3, K-pop Demon Hunters, hands down, full stop, best movie.
We're doing for those who do Discord, I am doing a watch party of K-pop Demon Hunters this weekend. I need to go in and edit the time for that before I forget.
Yes, it is a very fun movie. The best movie I've seen recently was Sinners.
I haven't seen that one. Seen nothing.
I'm not saying anything. Well, I am saying something, but not really. Which is a very different type of movie than K-pop Demon Hunters.
What? No.
I thought it was gorgeous. Also has an awesome soundtrack. So it's in the. You didn't watch trailers.
I don't.
It does have a great soundtrack. Okay. There's also a 6-month challenge to change your life challenge 2. Nice. I have 6 months till I need a job.
RP, if you're here, the K-pop demon, we're gonna do it at 8 Central, 9 Eastern now, so that Laura can join us.
Can I do it from here? I can do it from here. Whee! Willissimo is doing it and this is not sustainable. And posting a short a day for it. Ooh, nice. Content. She is, but Kate there's a conversation here. You guys know who said it. It's on the screen. But Kate Wismer was the first one I saw to post a video about it, and she did a full video detailing what it is and entails. JC's been enjoying Wallace's shorts.
Wallace's. Her name is Wallace. Her screen name is Wallissimo.
Okay. I need to watch Lindsay's video of her first week. I did try and start my 75 hard at the beginning of June, but my grandma passed away literally the day before I started, and that killed my motivation I had for anything for June.
I totally understand.
Yeah, that's a lot to kill your motivation. I'm sorry about your grandma.
My deepest condolences.
I just got back Saturday from visiting Utah for her memorial, and I'm giving myself a bit of time before I try again. But much softer and sleepier this time. That's very valid. What I wouldn't give to hear the conversation over there right now. It was another Sam commentary about spices, and I heard.
What was it?
It was, you said the sound of
cloves. I said apparently the smell of cloves can help with creativity, so I was suggesting that she, maybe might get some cloves candles to help.
And I heard clothing, and I was like, yes, I would be more creative with clothing on than naked because I'd be uncomfortable, but okay. Like freshly done laundry, I don't know, but that made much more sense. Giving condolences. It's fine. My grandma was a badass woman who raised 4 kids and lived until she was 92. Awesome. You have some good genes. She wasn't a socialist, my grandpa, but the friends she did have were loyal AF, even to the end. Sounds like she lived a good life. Yeah. She did, and was interred with my grandpa and their cats because
Aww.
Cats. That is so valid. Pure Blind Gamer, hi. It says, hi, CB. Hello, Sam. Lurking from work, but I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope so, too. I hope the day goes quickly for you and you read something interesting. Jessica chatted and crocheted the entire time. LOL. About Sinners. You haven't seen it either.
Gotta get those.
Pure Blind Gamer goes Sinners. Excellent. Agreed. It's so good. Jessica goes go sniff our laundry. Exactly. This is clean. It was in the closet.
I know it is. That's why I'm sniffing laundry. I didn't say anything about it.
I know. You were really close to my armpit, which is a danger zone.
That's your that's a shoulder and a bicep, though.
I know, but it's on the other side.
Yeah. As one who deodorants from here to here, I get it.
Really interesting. Ooh, a note to self: get some cloves. Is that what Sam was saying? Yes, it was.
Cloves. CLOVES.
See, I think Jessica also heard cloves.
I try so hard to enunciate cloves, but
it's
so fucking close.
It's so close. Like I'm sitting next to you, and I'm still like, I know you're saying cloves, but I hear cloves.
I know. It's like that. I didn't judge or anything for the mishearing.
Yes, but I still feel validated by other people mishearing as well.
I'm the same way.
For our last sprint, it'll be 15 minutes.
I realized I could warm my hands up with the cup.
Yes. You should probably stop steeping the tea. It's okay. I want to be one of those girlies. There's not just girls, but I feel like I need to apply girlies to it because I don't know. It feels like Uncle Iroh. He's one of these girlies, who like know the temperatures of the teas to like steep your tea at for how long. Like it is a fucking science, and I want to get into it. But I need like a thermometer.
It is a science, but also if you are one who likes your tea at any strength, it does not matter anymore.
I kind of like my tea at any strength, but I'm curious what the proper, not the proper, but the intended taste is. Jessica's doing laundry right now. JC's
sniff it, Jessica. Just put your face in it.
Just face plant. You two are even funnier when you're together, LMAO.
That's good to
know. Yeah. It definitely is giving like podcast
Probably because we don't have to deal with the lag.
So
like we're just like
or if we're talking over each other, we're actually talking over each other on purpose rather than just like, oh no, you can speak. Like rather than
there's
I'm
not
just like,
that,
no, I'm speaking when you're speaking. we can listen and speak at the same time, which is not an option online.
We multitask communication.
Yeah. Jessica says, okay, if I fix tea, I need to be strong. So what's the best temperature for that? I don't know. I said I wanted to be one of the girlies.
She'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, check back in 6 months. But I need to get like a thermometer.
I actually have a thermometer because when me and Tabby host tea parties at the house, she and I will make our tea proper.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever made tea proper.
I'll send you a picture of the little booklet that I have because I used to, Tabby and I subscribe to the it was this monthly tea club thing. It was like $10-15 a month. They would send you like different tea. I have so many teas.
Yeah, I know.
From that.
I'd be worried about them going bad because they don't last forever.
Yeah, I know.
You need to drink more tea. Oh no, whatever shall you do? Tea is like a fairly cheap.
Well, okay, it's not that it goes. All right, so they don't go bad, but they go weak.
Yeah.
Like, so I can still enjoy them because, like I said, I can enjoy or just put more in it.
Yeah, I've doubled up tea bags before.
Yeah,
that are like little tea bags.
That's part of why I'm not like too stressed about it because I know it's not going to go bad. Mm-hmm. But the thing was, it came with like a little booklet that is like green teas should generally be at this level. Fruit, Riobus, fruits. So
yeah, we got my mom. Well, she requested it. I think it was for her a birthday or Christmas or something. Where it's a kettle where you can on it. It says different temperatures and like green or next to it.
Sam sounded like she knew, so that. Okay. I have some knowledge of it, but
I'm more of a coffee person, but every now and then I run out of coffee and tea's a substitute. I know I put at least 3 bags in my tea. Holy shit. Just wait a little while.
I will say, I don't know what the best temperature for brewing strong tea is, but I know if it's boiling hot, it's too strong because it will burn your tea.
Yes.
So the easiest thing to do is get an electric kettle because the electric kettle will do it right. And once the electric kettle gets up, what I do is I just I pour the water into my cup. I put my tea bag in it, and then I add my honey or my sugar, and then I just leave the tea bag in the entire time. I never take the tea bag out, and it gets quite strong.
Yes,
but I like my tea strong.
So I add milk as well, so that when I add milk, it definitely has to steep for longer.
15 minutes is the longest recommended steeping time because after that it's not getting stronger.
Yeah,
is the thing. So that's why I don't worry about taking the tea bag out because unless I plan to reuse the tea bag, then I'll take it out.
Most of them are like 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah. And then
yeah, but she says she likes it strong. Yeah. I'm sorry, JC. Realizing it was a Sam question, all my knowledge unlocked that I forgot I had.
I've made milk tea where I literally like heated up milk to near boiling.
Oh yeah, Chris does that.
And like put tea bags in and waited a while.
I don't know the exact recipe, but this is a really good anti-inflammatory, so it's great for period cramps or bloating. You heat up milk, and Chris adds, it's like milk, cinnamon, honey, and then he just takes a cinnamon stick and leaves it in the cup, and that's really good.
I grabbed like a couple Earl Grey tea bags and put them in, and then I like filled this up all the way with it and like stuck it in the fridge because like to store it, and then drank the rest.
He made me one because like my stomach was really bothering me one day, and I like took it in my cup to Dave and Buster's with the kids, and my youngest had some of it, and she was like, "Oh, what is this?" And I'm like, and I told her what it was, and I was like, when you're on your period, you could ask your dad to make this. And now, every time she'll go up. Or she'll come up to me and she's like, "Hey, can I have that cinnamon milk tea?" And I'm like, "No, you gotta ask your dad." She's like, "Okay." Dad, can I? And like she does that. So I think it's because the way I phrase that, I'm like, you gotta go sweet talk your dad into it. So like that's her interpretation of sweet talk. And yeah, you can get the big cinnamon sticks. Go to the.
Oh yeah, I can get them. They probably have them at Trader Joe's.
I'm saying this for JC. The it's the international or the Hispanic aisle. Yes. In the Hispanic aisle, those like big bags of herbs and stuff, you can get like cinnamon sticks this big. Yeah. So cheap.
Our like Asian section is lacking at the grocery store across the street from me, which is really disappointing because I'm
Yeah,
really
but you
into
live next to Koreatown. You have
I
a lot of
do. I
Asian
can just go over there.
stores.
But then the things are actually labeled in Korean, and I'm like, oh shit, my knowledge doesn't extend this far. I still need English labels.
You can ask Chris.
I
He's
could-
actually he like can
No.
read some of it a little bit.
Cool. I'm gonna get Chris on FaceTime next time I go to K-Town and be like, or I could just ask the people that work there.
You could.
But that's like really intimidating.
I am intimidated by none of this, as you saw with the waiter. Excuse
But
me,
but
sir.
they're older women usually, and I'm so intimidated by
not be
older women.
intimidated.
I want them to like me so bad. It's an issue. It's fine.
Okay, hold on. I put creamer in my tea, but CB used milk instead of water. Interesting.
Well, I add. Usually when I make tea, I make it with water, but I'll put a dash of milk in to add that like fullness to the flavor. On that note, we're entering our last sprint. Ah.
I didn't do nothing.
I did stuff. Oh, my foot's so asleep. I keep sitting on it. How much
I
did
didn't
I do?
mean I didn't do nothing during the sprint. I meant I didn't miss the thing.
Oh.
I got so much chart done. I'm on the number 9 now, which also, like, at some point, I think back when I was on Basil, I was like, I don't have my good keyboard, and I don't really want to, like, redo these one at a time. So, like, I'm just copy pasting the information I need into, like, either related squares or just squares at the bottom, and then I shall organize them later. Because I'm like, I should have. Because the other thing is, I started out like really well with the things, but then the more I'm like, I didn't have stomach and this and that, so I'm like, I'll just get all the information and then decide how I want to organize it. Like
my leg is so.
I'm going to have a thing that specifically says fights cancer and see how many of, because so many of them are like, and they fight cancer.
Good.
I'm like, do they fight it or do they prevent it? But then there's other ones that'll be like, helps prevent, and I'm like, so like turmeric actively battles the cancer and tries to help. So I'm like,
I wonder how effective that is, though. This is not us saying eat herbs instead of getting proper cancer treatment.
No.
Oh, my leg.
I said helps fight it, not like cures it. I'm very specific terminology here.
I did 290 words, which is a lot for 15 minutes. Oh, that was your laptop. I'm like, oh, what happened? I'm pretty. Let me see what my total for the day is.
This is me saying people should put more herbs and spices in their cooking.
Yes, and that's just a general thing. I think I got over one. I definitely got over 1K, but I guess the first sprint was me typing a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, you were yesterday. Transferring from the notebook to the computer.
Here. 1387.
Nice. JC said I finished my outline. We're not going to talk about how long my outline is. It is as long as you need it to be.
Long outlines were good, I think. Thank you, JC. Thank you. Our caption's wrong. We're just done.
Yes.
Cool. It is 2:00, so I'm gonna take you to the airport in like.
Shh, don't tell them.
A time.
That's right, soon.
So we have a little bit of time to eat beforehand.
I have to finish packing.
And
by finish packing, I mean mostly this.
I'm gonna start laundry. Yeah. Some would say length of a novella.
Yeah, and then you flesh out the outline to be the length of a novel. It's cool.
Yeah, go off. 10 out of 10.
If that helps you like do your writing process smoothly, then go for it. Do it.
Yeah.
I have had writer friends who like they'll list out and they'll name absolutely everything before they write the story. And then here I am having finished draft 1 and now I'm doing research so that I can go name things.
Yeah, I'm writing draft 1 and I don't have any proper nouns. It's so bad.
None the proper nouns.
So I don't think they were here for that part. Or I think we were disconnected audibly.
Muted. You can tell them about it now.
I have in my outline I put an asterisk every time I'm supposed to use a proper noun and I don't have a proper noun. Or a time frame for the book. And I don't know how many days it's gonna take. I have it like in my outline, but I just when I was writing I was like, oh, the meetup's in however many days from now, and I literally wrote however many days from now, because I was like, oh, it's
you could do like just on a thing, do a short timeline.
Yeah,
that's just
when Fox read through my outline, he was like, what is the time frame of anything happening? So I went in and put it in italics, like all the way to the left, being like the next day. Or stuff like that.
When he does that, he's like, how long has this been from this? I'm like, you'll know in the draft. Like, I don't know yet. I gotta feel it out.
My favorite comment is him calling Rai an RPG hero because he just ends up places and then starts like going through everyone's things, which is accurate. He does do that, and no one's acting like it's a normal thing to do except him.
I love video games that also point that out.
Yeah. It's wild in Skyrim. There's like a mechanic for it where like if you get to know someone better, you can just start taking their stuff.
Yeah, I know. The one time I played Skyrim, I was pissed. I had to make friends before I could steal.
Yeah. Well, you can steal, but it's counted as
yeah,
stealing.
but they get mad at me. I don't want.
Can't sell things.
I just want them to kind of look at me funny and be like, "Why are you throwing the pot against the wall like they do in the later Zelda?"
And then I have like the Northeast people and the Northwest people, and then I have the Greco-Roman country, or like was a country, now a territory because
Imperials. This is my airplane blanket. I just want to show it off. It's actually a car blanket because we have a bunch of these for my car, but on the way to the airport, I stole one.
Having a airplane blanket is a good move. I have not heard of a software called Plotter that's supposed to help me keep track of timelines. I will look into it. Thank you, JC. And then I also was chatting with Sam this weekend. I've decided I want to put dates, like when each chapter begins, which there'll be like not time skips within chapters, but yeah, time skips within chapters. Time will pass during chapters, so that will just help keep it a little more worked out, especially because it's a.
We were talking about like the formatting of the beginning. Thank you, JC. We were talking about the formatting of like the beginning of chapters, like chapter titles, putting dates and stuff there, and I said that I love that. That's especially like useful to me as a reader because then it lets me. Because, like, no matter how good the writing is, sometimes I just personally don't process, like, oh, has it been that many days? Or I just like knowing for certain how long it's been. Then having those dates there.
I have Jason's birthday be, like, a thing, and then I also have, like, they have to get to a place by a time, and travel's not smooth. So having that ticking clock is fun. At the beginning of each page.
On your road trip novel?
My road trip novel, that I'm 57,000 words into it, and they just started the road trip. Yeah.
How far are you in your outline
now? Is this my outline? This is my outline. I'm on the top of page 13 out of.
This is 150.
That is.
I'm confused.
I'm guessing Storm sat on it.
Oh, okay.
Or something. Because that is just not accurate. 20. Nope, there's not 151 out of 25.
13 out of 25. So, okay.
Yeah.
You guys, what you can't see is in the bottom left-hand corner, it says she's on page 151 of 151.
That is my novel. I'm on page.
I
guess it's just a glitch. Because that's 151 of 154.
Oh, maybe it didn't update because you added 3 pages.
What 3 pages? Today.
Yeah, today.
I'm going to hit save officially.
Manually save because it's doing weird things.
Yeah. Okay, manually saved. Whee. Nope, that's still just inaccurate. Okay. I don't. Yeah. Oh wow, that's gonna be a chunky long road trip. She's
about halfway through her outline.
I am. I'm on chapter 14 of 23.
And would you say that normally your outline pages is a good representative of the percentage of your draft, or no?
No, I don't.
Mine is not. Mine is terrible. I could be like, yeah, I'm 3 plot things down on my outline, but that's like only the first part, and then like maybe 5 points will be.
The next 10 chapters are going to be so much longer than the first chapters. Like
that's normal though.
And it's also because they're separated in the first half of the book for a lot of it. Like, and for the second half of the book, they're traveling, the two of them. So it's not dealing with two different plots that are coming together and
timelines.
Not timelines, all happening roughly at the same time, but they're just like meeting up with each other and not.
I think I was thinking storylines.
Ah, yes. And now it's the same things happening to both of them, but it's just choosing whose perspective. The same thing is happening. They still get split up and stuff because
plot. You like to kidnap people.
I do. My dad keeps making jokes about the fact that I, in my first novels, knocked out every character to scene transition. Knocked out and passing out. Or just like
that's all right. Fox still says I write everybody blonde. I'll have one
that wasn't
blonde.
even you.
I have one blonde for every 10 characters, but because the first book had so many blondes, which you're right, they weren't even, one of the blondes was mine. The rest of the blondes were Ryan's characters. So.
My dad's making me one of the book spreader things.
Aww.
Because I asked him to make it for me. I was like, could you make this? And he's like, you could make this. And I was like, I don't have the right tools. And he's like, fair. I'll make you one. Yep.
That works.
Because I did think about making it myself, but I don't have the like
store
pull down drill. But yeah, that is the end of our stream.
Monday it will be me, Matt, and maybe Cody. He has a job interview today, so send him like
good
vibes. And if he gets the job, he won't be a regular again because the shift will be during Mondays. But I told him, I was like, we knew that was a risk.
Yes,
it's better that you get the job. It was nice having him back while we did. I'm acting like he already has the job, so I can manifest it for him.
Yeah.
But it'll definitely be me and Matt for the rest of the month. Maybe me, Matt, and Cody for the rest of the month. I will be hosting WIP Wednesdays by myself / maybe with one other person because she works the rest of the month.
I do.
Everyone's abandoning me
for jobs.
You people and your 9 to 5s.
Mine's not a 9 to 5, but yeah.
It's a term.
No. We are probably doing Enchantment of Ravens Friday.
Yes. The book talk for Enchantment of Ravens. Oh, JC, I meant to tell you because of things. We will discuss Evelyn Hugo's 7 Husbands next month. But it's still on the schedule for after Enchantment. We just had to shift because jobs are hard. And yeah, you're in control.
I know, but I'm enjoying this. Yeah, catch us places. Bye.